Hi everybody, this is Torch with Nailed It Intuition and Tarot, and I'm coming on to bring a love reading. So I'm intending this to kind of be for those who don't have love or might be looking for love. So not everybody cares about love. And I certainly have kind of gone through cycles of where like I'm desiring it or I'm not, but just because I don't know who's listening. And recently I've kind of come around to the idea that maybe I want love. And so, we can change our mind on any given month. So it's going to be my intention to do a love reading each month. Sure, I don't have to explain that, but it makes me feel good to say that. And also to have a divine masculine and feminine reading every month. Okay. And I know, side note, I've been getting some inquiry as to why I am not doing weeklies for the astrology signs. And honestly, I'm somewhat familiar with astrological energy, but it's not really what I feel called to. I've been more called to numbers. So that might be something that's coming in the future, based off of your base number. I'll provide readings each month for base numbers 1 through 9. And I think that kind of seems more like me. Okay, anyway, I digress. Please, tarot readings are for informational, entertainment purposes only. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it sounds like your story, you take what brings you back to your personal power. You've got your own wisdom and intuition and judgment, so use it, and you're never under any force or spell from viewing my content. So the decks I'm going to be using today is the Modern Witch Tarot as my primary deck. Oracle cards, I'll be using Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue and the Archangel Michael for advice at the end. And then this is the Witch's Tarot that I'll be using for clarification if I need it. So I will shuffle the decks and speak the invocation. So at this time, I am calling upon the I Am presence living within us and permeating all of creation and consciousness to join me now. I welcome you, the high angelic realm and universal healers of the highest vibration, into this space to surround, protect, and guide this reading. Any lower vibrational energies or entities not aligned with this highest truth are not welcome here and must leave now. Our souls have a plan. May this reading remove obstacles and reveal what is meant to be seen along the path of our souls so that we can shine our brightest light out into the world. And may the roads which lead to the manifestation of our truest soul desires be opened now, clearly, divinely guided, and with ease. My intention for this message is to deliver peace, love, truth, wisdom, and empowerment. May my understanding and speech be plain and clear so that only what is needed to serve this intention is spoken. May those who are meant to hear this message receive the aforementioned, pure and unperverted by fear or illusion. And so it is uttered, and so it is done. All right. So let's see. We'll do kind of where we were, where we are, where we're headed with this. Okay, so can I get 3 cards? Please show me where we were with love. Thank you. Please show me where we are with love. Where are we at the present? Okay, thank you. And where are we headed? Where are we headed? Where is this headed? Thank you. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have make the effort. So past energy was deception. Wow. And then where we were, deception. Where we are, pay attention to the red flags. And what is coming is reconciliation. All right, so I'm going to just let that energy sit for a minute. And we'll get some tarot about each of these. Let me make sure my deck is upright. Okay, please show me past energy, where we were regarding this deception. And we thank you for your guidance. We thank you for the tarot and for the oracle. Thank you that when we ask, you let us know. ask you, let us know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, okay. All right, okay. So to start here, we've got the Page of Wands, the Empress, and the Fool and the Moon. Have mercy. Okay, someone is marrying a false mask in this relationship. So kind of piggybacking off the deception card, we do have the Moon here. You know, I'm getting the idea that like somebody tried to take you for a fool. You know, they approached you in a very like immature type of energy with this Page of Wands. I mean, it's reckless, but it's also like curious, and there's some level of innocence here, but I feel like this innocence is a mask, just like this card is saying. I feel like a person I'm getting this Empress energy in a couple different ways. I feel like this person was trying to make themselves seem accomplished, creative, fruitful, like they've got their bag, like they've got their affairs in order, their shit together, like everything is going very well for them. But it's almost like, you know, a child posing as an empress. And I feel like this was kind of the deception. Now, whether this would, but I don't get the feeling that this is intentional though. Because people can deceive, like if they're themselves are self-deceived, like they don't know they're doing it. Or they can know that they're doing it. But I mean, regardless, because of this child type of energy here, I don't get the impression that this person is doing this intentionally, okay? But it does have the feeling that, you know, they want to make themselves seem very kind of footloose, fancy free, spontaneous, spur of the moment, like fun. Oh, I'm fun. This could be fun. But like the Moon card here, what's kind of lurking underneath is I feel like they've got some baggage. I feel like they have some shadows, or like, you know, they want to be free and footloose and, you know, easygoing. But this is kind of, you know, it's kind of like what the person is using to like lure you in with the idea of fun and curiosity and play, like lots of play here. But with this Moon card, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask to please clarify the Moon. This is the Devil card. I must have not had this flipped over, but we've got the Devil card up right here. I think Spirit knew that the next time I cut it, that would be showing. So I'm gonna take that and keep it at the back of my mind, but please clarify this Moon energy. Clarify this Moon energy. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. You know, I'm getting the idea that this person runs away a lot, like they don't stay. I have a feeling of them being a bit selfish, okay? Like they're not very generous. They're just looking to see what they can get from you, and then they'll go. They'll go. Like this to me reeks of like someone who has like a lack mentality and is not really seeking to give or provide, which is like really opposite of the Empress energy. Like the Empress is kind of like overflow. Like she has like an overflow of like resources and the ability to care and to nurture, you know what I'm saying? But she does not have a lack mentality. But I get this is kind of what this person is posing as. And I mean, you know, you could also be this person too. So take it how it resonates. Don't attach to it if it doesn't feel good, or if you're arguing with that. So if it's not you, maybe it could be somebody you know. But I get the feeling that this person is inherently selfish with this Four of Pentacles, and they've got some pain that they are, you know, I feel like this is a bit subconscious energy with them, like how they got this way. They feel like something was taken from them, or like they they had some kind of setback in the past. And so I do feel like they want to like tread light and not have like any emotional baggage. But what they're doing, it's kind of like they're going through life just collecting from people, and like never really giving, even though this energy seems like they give, but they don't really give. And you can't see. Let me scoot all this up so that these cards are in view. Maybe we'll do that. Sorry, y'all, this is my type A coming out. So she's a work in progress. Okay. All right, move on. All right, so pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, so where is this going? Where is this going? The signs are cautioning you. So this is current energy. Pay attention to the red flags. Please show me clearly. Please show me clearly. Please show me clearly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All right, first card that came out was the High Priestess. The Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands, man. You know, I need a new relationship with the Knight of Wands, because this is my fuckboy card, if y'all haven't figured that out yet. My fuckboy, crazy, like just somebody who's just in it for the feeling. They're in it for the desire. They want you to stroke it. They want to get stroked. They want to stroke you, and they're just out like for the lust and the pleasure of it all. They're here for a good time, not a long time. 5 of Wands and 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, you know, I see you here sitting pretty, Empress and High Priestess. Like, I feel like your intuition, I forgot to go here in the past energy, but like your intuition, your spider senses have been going off, because these are 2 very intuitive cards. And I'm taking this as you because you're listening to this reading. Like, you know, like this is not news to you. Like, pay attention to the red flags. I mean, this is saying that you need to do this, but I feel like you're already doing this. Like you see these red flags coming a mile away, that this person is, would just create chaos in your life and kind of disturb the work, all the work that you've done on yourself, all the work that you've done to pursue your passions, to really kind of like break through. Like, this Knight of Wands, as it relates to you underneath the 8 of Pentacles, I feel you really working hard on yourself to try to break through some of your barriers and the things that have been holding you back. And like, you are so moving forward, leading forward, like with passion, with presence, like looking in the subconscious, looking at your patterns like this. You've been working so hard for yourself. And I feel that energetically already, you're starting to feel this energy create disruption in your field. Like, you are totally aware of the chaos that this is creating. You know, like, I feel like, you know, I remember, you know, this Bible verse, I think it said, that says that like God is not the author of confusion. And so I feel like you understand that if you are feeling conflict, if you are feeling confusion, that this is not correct energy. All right. But I also feel like you're not paying this a whole lot of attention either. You still seem pretty focused and diligent, like on your path, doing, you know, it's almost like, because I feel like she looks like she has her back turned to this inner restlessness and everything like that. It's just like, oh well, like minding my business, drinking my water and minding my business. That's what I feel like this 8 of Pentacles is saying. Yeah, you're not unaware to this. And I feel like this, if at any point chaos is like coming for you, you're not receiving it. You're just not receiving it. Okay. And then we have reconciliation card coming in the future position. And it says someone from your past is returning to your life. So let's get some energy. I don't know where I want to put this. I'm going to put it here. Fine. Okay, let's get some energy for this reconciliation card, please. Please show me clearly where this is headed. Where is this headed? Where is this headed? Please show me clearly where is this headed. Thank you. Okay, we got cups showing up. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of swords. All right, this is kind of like letting me know like what the overall mood is. Okay, King of Wands, 9 of Swords, Queen of Cups, and Ace of Cups. Well, so this Knight of Wands has somehow grown a conscience and is now the King of Wands. And what I'm getting is that, now this could be a fire sign person. I mean, we've got Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, water signs, and fire signs. Okay, and the only earth, well, yeah, I said Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, and then fire. But this doesn't have to be someone's sun, moon, or rising sign. This could just be the energy, okay? So I feel like this Knight of Wands has somehow grown a conscience and evolved into a King of Wands, where they've been kind of really thinking about what they did wrong. This could be an apology coming. Like, I feel this person kind of realizing the weight of their actions and what they did. And with this 10 of Swords here on the bottom, I feel like they don't want to be this person anymore. Like, they've been going through some mental anguish and regret about like how things went with you and how things turned out. Yeah, because look, we've got the Page, the Knight, and the King. Okay, so I feel like this is definitely a masculine energy, but like here they were operating in some child energy, and here it's kind of like still reckless and childish, I feel like. But like the King of Wands, you know, the way this king is looking, like he's looking back towards the page, back towards the wand. So I feel like a reflective type of energy that this king is looking back at who they were in the past, who they were like recently, like even who they were as a child. And they're kind of noticing how they've been misdirected in some way. And I feel like that is what's giving them some regret. So please clarify this King of Wands with this 9 of Swords. What are they having regret over here? What are they regretting that they did, that they became? Yeah, something that they've been misguided. They've been not understanding or seeing the error of their ways, you know, like this person is the 5 of Swords. Okay, how they wanted to take, how they wanted to win, how they wanted to conquer. They wanted to, I'm almost feeling the word like devour, like they wanted to win. Okay, and we've got the King of Wands down here at the bottom of my clarification deck too, so I know that it is directly talking about this person. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles. Man, I'm thinking about that song by Trey Songz, I Fumbled Your Heart. It's called Fumble by Trey Songz. Like, you know, you doing the most at the time, like trying to, yeah, like, you know, this Emperor in this energy, I feel like this is like a misuse of power and control. I'm feeling this in the reverse energy, like a misuse of power and control, or like, but I don't feel like they knew it. I feel like this person thought that this masculine thought that this is how you pursue happiness. This is how you pursue family. This is how your cups get filled, that I have to boss around. I have to lead, but they didn't know how to lead. Like they were just juggling way too much. they were juggling way too much. And I almost feel this Two of Pentacles in between the Ten of Cups and the Emperor. So it's like what they wanted for their own ambition versus what it would take to like create family and create happiness. And this person was in conflict with that the whole time. They thought that they had to like conquer, and they had to manipulate and like mistreat. Like I feel like a misuse of power here. So something that this person did, you know, I feel like they were just unaware. They were unaware of how, of what was important to them. And they almost didn't have like a reconciliation of who I am, like who I need to be for myself versus who I am like in partnership and collective. You know, it seems like a person who was trying to individuate, but they felt like they couldn't individuate in the context of like having a family and like building a legacy and things like that. And so they almost looked at you as a person or an opportunity to come up for themselves rather than reframing, I guess, their identity in terms of the group. You know, this is a person who just felt like if I give, then I'm gonna lose out. And so I gotta look out for me. I gotta look out for myself. But I think where they have kind of arrived in retrospect with this King of Wands and the Nine of Swords, I think they have arrived at the idea that they can't do it alone. They can't do it by themselves, or they don't want to do it alone. They don't want to do it by themselves. And the whole time they were thinking that they had to win. They had to conquest. They had to like, I'm seeing like a colonizing type of energy. Like they had to like mark you and like, this is my territory and this is, you know, when it was really about like, this person is missing an emotional component that I feel is critical to their manifestation. Okay, but again, I started this reading saying off how like there was a lack mentality that this person was coming from, and they could have even had mother wounds. Okay, and honestly, like if this person had a mother wound, or if you have a mother wound, you know, like they would have been looking for a mother instead of a partner. Like, take care of me, do this for me. And they would have been really reckless with money, reckless, like just, but it's again, it's not intentional. I feel like they're wearing a mask because this wound is very difficult for them to look at. It's difficult for them to admit to. And, you know, yeah, instead of having you as a partner, what they're really looking for is their mother, because they don't feel they don't feel like they can take care of themselves. They don't feel like their own ability to nurture and care for themselves is what's lacking here. And so we have the Queen of Cups next to the Ace of Cups. And so you know what I think kind of the beautiful thing is that as this apology is coming in, they're within themselves reconciling with the mother energy. Because I feel like in order for a person to apologize, they have to be tapped into their feminine side. And they have to kind of, you know, like this, when a person breaks down, is often like when a masculine breaks down, I feel like they're not really breaking down. Like it's an ego death. So this person had some type of ego death, which is allowing them to tap more into their feminine nature and offer you this apology. And I do feel like you will be open to receiving it. in a limited fashion. Like, I don't, with this Ten of Swords here, it's like, you know, what's done is done. Like, this person is doing this because they feel it is the right thing to do. And for them karmically, it probably is the right thing to do. To say, hey, I realized that this is who I was at the time, and it wasn't anything against you. I just didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And this is going to put them, it's going to provide them some type of peace within themselves. And I also think that this might provide you with some peace. You know, if you were a person who had been misused by the masculine as they were going through this type of energy, this will heal something within you. Okay? You know, I think this might give you a new outlook on love itself. It might give you a new appreciation for your path, for who you are. You know, I feel you tapping into a deeper level of self-love, and just that the ability that this relationship, this connection from the past that's coming back, that this was able to resolve and reconcile in a place of love. Because I think maybe at the time you did, like, I feel like it was you that walked away from this. What's that Morgan Wallen song? If I'm the problem, you might be the reason. Yeah, like, you had to, like, they were the reason, okay? And you have moved and operated, like, I feel this Ace of Cups as your backbone. I feel like you have moved and operated in such a place of self-love from the start, but that this wasn't easy for you. This wasn't easy for you. And with the Moon card here, I feel like maybe, you know, at one point you might have struggled with some codependency and feeling like you needed to actually mother this person. And like that was helping your mother wound. You know what I'm saying? Like, these two people would have been a mirror for each other. Like, their wounds were worked together to help this situation. Like, you needed maybe to become stronger and be your own best friend, and move into some self-love, and women, well, the feminine energy usually learns love through learning what it isn't. Okay, so it requires the feminine to say no often, to get to what is actually meant for them. Okay, and so this Queen of Cups, please show me what is being healed here. Please show me what is being healed. Yeah, look at this. The Knight of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. You know, I feel like you gave up on love. Like, you thought that this shit was not even in the cards for you. You thought, you know, I feel like you haven't felt seen, okay? You haven't felt seen. You haven't felt that, like that people, you know, I'm getting this feeling of people just kind of like running through you and like using you. But never really staying. Like, people don't stay. People don't see me. Like, they don't get who I was. Like, all this time, like, I've been dating, I've had relationships, but no one has really seen who I am, really seen my value and see what I bring to the table and apologize, you know, but they have to see you to apologize. And I feel like in retrospect, this person is seeing you, okay? And they want to, you know, they feel somewhat equally yoked to you coming back. They feel like I'm actually in a place where I can give you, I can give to you, and I can give and receive. Like, they understand the need for reciprocation. And this apology is kind of like opening the door some reciprocal energy. But I feel like you needed this. I feel like you needed this. And this could have happened a while ago. I just want to see if I can get some energy on like how long ago was this, because I feel like this could have been a while ago. Like I don't get the feeling that this reconciliation that it happens. Like I feel like this has got like some ancient history behind it. To me. It's a terrible way of cutting the deck. Nope, I think I just did the exact same thing. Oh. Yeah, that's it. Okay. How long ago was this? How long ago was this? How long ago was this deception? How long ago? It's in the past. Last May or in May? In May? In the month of May? May or July? And it says next couple of years. Okay, so it could have been a couple of years ago in May or July. All right. Well, I want to get some advice because I know we do have this make the effort card here. Oh, I already shuffled this. Okay, so let me just cut. All right, I think this goes. Nope, I did it again. Doggone it, just put it on the damn table torch. Shit. Ugh. I'm so like, I obsess about things on the side. It's a side job. Go forward fearlessly. All right. And then at the bottom, we have new beginnings and a fresh start. So where's my book? Here. Go forward fearlessly. This card is a sign that you're on the right path. It's safe for you to move forward with your plans. You're supported as you make a life change. Leave an unhealthy situation. Enter this relationship with an open-hearted mind. This is the right choice for you. Okay. All right. So I want you to take that what you will. Okay. Whether moving forward fearlessly means moving forward in the hopes of something new that you have been really wanting. Okay. And because I feel this is an energy like, well, if this person saw me, someone else will see me too. Okay. Now, if you are thinking for you that this means move forward with this person, then that is an available interpretation also. All right. Let your friends help you. Okay. So give yourself some time to think about it and decide what is the right choice for you. Because sometimes, you know, things just come, cycles come so that they can close, which in my opinion is what happens a lot in retrograde. Things come back around to provide closure, not necessarily. And sometimes it can be to resume, pick up where we left off, start over. But sometimes it's just for closure. Okay. And you can do both. You can get closure about the past and move forward in the future. So I'm not here to tell you what to do. I am just here to read energy, which is what I love and what I enjoy. And thank you all so much for coming to this love reading and tuning in. And I hope that, oh yeah, here are the nails. How about that? Do-do-do, Yep. And hope you take really good care. Okay, bye-bye.